Hey, what's up guys? It's Lucas and you're watching Fine Tuning. Okay, today we're checking out the Eastwood Messenger. This is one I've been wanting to do for a while because Mark Farner from Grand Funk Railroad played a guitar that looked a lot like this. Now the original Messenger guitar was a really retro, funky kind of very forward-thinking for the time guitar. Interesting kind of stuff was going on with it. It had an aluminum neck and it had I believe like de-arming kind of jazz style pickups in it that were single coil type pickups. And Mark's guitar and some of the other Messengers, not all Messengers, but some of them had a kind of built-in, what they called, I think, a tone messer circuit, or it was a built-in fuzz, basically. Eastwood's version of the guitar is a little bit more modern, it's a little bit more stable, so let's go over the specs. So as you can see, it is a semi-hollow body guitar, but it would be more accurate to say it's almost completely hollow, because what's going on is there's kind of like a little block underneath the bridge here that's solid and connected to the back, and then pretty much everywhere else in the guitar is hollow. The back is made of mahogany, and it's kind of like a canoe type thing where they make kind of the body and then they hollow it out, and then the top is made of spruce. This guitar has two what they call their New York mini humbuckers, and of course you have the standard 2-volume and 2-tone setup. This guitar does, because it is canoe routed, instead of like a pressed piece like a 335 or something, it does have a back plate, an access plate, which as a guitar tech I really appreciate. So that if I need to change a pot or make some modifications or something, it's really easy to access all that stuff, and that is a big plus for me. A maple neck, which is again stained that kind of green color. You got the burst on the back as well, and it is a 25.5-inch scale, which is traditionally more associated with like a Fender type guitar. Grover style tuners on it. They're not Grovers, but they are Grover style. It's got that kind of imperial key thing on it, and they hold tune really well. It's got 21 frets and a rosewood fingerboard. The fretwork is done really well. Let's check out some of the sounds. We'll do some clean stuff and then some dirtier stuff, and then we will mess with some fuzz, because of course if you're going to play early Grand Funk stuff you got to use the fuzz. So but let's just hear some clean sounds first. Interestingly, I don't think this was really their intention, but this guitar will cover a lot of funk type territory. I mean, Grand Funk, not like, you know, Sly and the Family Stone, but... So I'd be remiss on this channel if I didn't at least show you that this guitar can do heavy stuff if you wanted to. Of course, it is a almost completely hollow body, so if you start turning up loud and you have a lot of gain on, it does want to squeal at you, so you probably would need to use a gate or something, but I mean, it'll do it. Mark, like I said, his original guitar would have had a fuzz circuit built into it, and I did a little research, and I knew there were some people that were making that circuit in a pedal, and so I ended up tracking down a company called Basic Audio, and they make, or he makes, I think it's just one guy, I believe John is his name, makes a lot of different kind of versions of fuzz and stuff like that, and he made that pedal, and so I asked him, I said, hey, will you send me one of those so I can do this demo for the Messenger? And he said, yes, I do make those, but I think this version that I make, which is a little bit different, is a little bit better for what you want. And I said, sure, send me that one. So what we have on the floor is a Basic Audio gnarly fuzz. And so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go back to that clean sound, and then you can hear when you kick on the fuzz, this would have been kind of the way that Mark used the guitar. He would have played rhythm with the standard, you know, just get turned up really loud into the amp, those old West amps, and then he would have kicked on the fuzz circuit from the guitar, but in this case I'm gonna use the pedal. So. So this has been the Eastwood Messenger, which is, of course, for me, like I said, like playing Graceland. It is glorious, it sounds great, and it's very well built, and the fretwork, all the attention to details there. And it's a great guitar, and if you are a huge funk fan like me, this is a no-brainer. You want one of these in your collection, because you can't get a real Messenger. They're like $1 bazillion and impossible to find. And also they're kind of funky. Like they weren't the like most well thought out design at the time, and this is a much better alternative, I think, in terms of like actual use and playing. But thanks again to Eastwood for sending me this guitar to check out. I'm just thrilled to add this to my collection because I am such a huge funk fan. And until next time, I hope this has been fun and informative for you, and I will catch you later.